How you doing, everybody? This is Jay Nanda, San Antonio Metal Music Examiner with Access.com, coming to you from an historic event, the 7th annual 70,000 Tons of Metals Cruise. Just sailed off a couple of hours ago from Florida. We are on our way to Labadee, Haiti. 61 bands, killer shows, 2 shows apiece, 3,000 passengers from 70 countries. Just try to picture that right now, because right now the moment is one of the all-time great heavy metal bands, their first ever time on a 70,000 tons of metal cruise. Anthrax and drummer Charlie Benante.
Wow.
How you doing, man?
Doing good. That was a pretty big introduction.
Well, it's a big trip, big voyage, big occasion.
I guess so.
I know you guys have done motorboat before, and it's kind of probably
We did
disingenuous.
Shiprock.
Or is that what it was? Yeah.
We did motorboat 2 times.
Yeah, but this is your first time here. I guess it's a little premature to ask you for first impressions because, like I said, we just sailed 2 hours ago. But
I don't even.
how do you feel about being on the boat in general, and you in the band?
That's a nice boat. I kind of checked it out earlier, and it was really spacious. Our room is awesome. People are nice, so let's do it. I'm happy.
And I think, it doesn't go without noticing that, I think it's a big deal that you are the first Big Four band to ever commit to the 70,000 tons.
We are?
Yes, you are, because this
Wow.
is the 7th year of the ship voyage, the festival, like I said, and Anthrax is the first Big Four band. Are you excited about playing? I
am excited about
Yeah?
playing. We haven't played in a long time, so we're kind of... you caught us at a good time, I should say, when we're really energetic about playing again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always a good thing.
Have you guys talked about the sets? Because, like I said, each band play on the show,
We're gonna
on the
play
ship,
2
plays
different
2
sets.
different. That's awesome. That's what I was hoping to hear.
Yeah, we'll play 2 different types.
Yeah.
I mean, not completely different. There's going to be some, that we play in the second set that, people are going to be like, how come they didn't, why didn't they play? Hey, I missed, well, you know that. You know that story.
But I think you guys, Anthrax was one of the first bands officially announced for this voyage, so I gotta feel that you guys were a band that the cruise skippers and the people behind the scenes really have been wanting to get on the ship for a long time. Do you know how it all came about as far as when you got the call, or the band in general?
Wow. It seems like 8 months ago, or close to that we got contacted about doing it, and we were like, when is it? And because we were supposed to go to Europe too around this time, so we pushed that back in order to do this. So we literally finished this and then fly to Europe the next day to start that.
Wow.
So we did this, we said, all right, let's do it.
That's kick-ass. Well, it's great to renew acquaintances with you. You might recall, you and I spoke at the River City Rock Fest, San Antonio.
Wow.
May 2015.
That was a good show.
It's hard to believe that was a year and a half ago.
On the bus.
Yes, on the bus.
I remember.
And the two cool things about that. A, when we spoke that night, you had just come back to the band.
Oh, yeah.
So you had missed a lot of time.
Yeah.
And B, your coffee brand had just come out. And now here we are renewing acquaintances, and Anthrax is about to unveil a new beer called War Dance to the public. I know it's not completely out yet, but word just got out that the beer is going to be out there. Apparently you guys did like a secret testing for the fans in New York. They didn't know that they were testing some of this.
Awards.
What can you tell me about this beer coming out?
Well, the beer that we kind of crafted, I would say, it's not an IPA. It's something that we felt you could drink with your friends at a bar and not feel too bloated. You could actually have something to eat with the beer that complements a burger or whatever. That's where we wanted to go with it. We didn't want it to be too heavy on you, you know what I mean? And people were asking, how come the alcohol level is not that high? And it's like, well, we wanted to be able to drink something that tastes good and doesn't get you fucked up right away. Drink a few of them and you get fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, of course, we wanted to do the cliche, 6.66 alcohol level, but that'll come later.
Yeah.
But it's a really good tasting beer. We love the, the Iron Maiden Trooper beer was really good. And I, for one, have a way of drinking that beer. The Trooper beer, for me, has to be nice and cold, and that's when I think it tastes really, really, really good. Same with our beer. And that's basically how it went, We met with the guys, did a few sample tests, and then they sent some back to us, and we sent it back, and then they sent it back again, and then we said, this is the one. And that's how it went.
Cool. Well, the other cool thing is that about a year ago at this time, I did a phone interview with Frankie Bello. And at the time, you guys were playing in Corpus Christi the day before the Super Bowl and Austin the day after the Super Bowl. And in between, you got to go through San Antonio to get from one to the other. So at the end of that phoner, I invited Frankie on the band's behalf to come watch the Super Bowl in San Antonio as a private party. You wouldn't have to deal with fans. I had some bar hookups. He was really excited and stoked about it. Said, yeah, we would love to do that. Let me check my itinerary. And then you guys ended up driving in the middle of the night from Corpus to Austin, so it didn't work out. So here we are a year later. Anthrax is on the boat during Super Bowl weekend. It's just funny how things work out.
I'm more excited for the Lady Gaga portion than the Super Bowl.
I feel the same way.
I could give a shit about who's playing.
No Patriots, no Falcons. It's all about Lady Gaga.
Sorry, people. I don't care about the.
I just thought it was a great.
Gee, you think the Patriots will win?
Yeah. Well, how about For All Kings? I covered you guys recently in Austin on the Slayer Anthrax Death Angel tour.
Yeah.
That was a kick-ass show at ACL Live. You guys have been riding a lot of momentum with this kick-ass album. Now that it's been out for over a year or so, how do you feel about it in the grand scheme of Anthrax?
I thought it was a very, very good, I consider it our second album and our second half of our career, because I always felt Worship Music was the album that kind of reestablished us or put us back, with Joey and everything like that. So this was our second album. And the reason why this record is, to me, was so good is because of the momentum going from Worship Music to For All Kings. Really got excited again, and fans got excited, and that really does something to a band. Really makes you hungry again, and it makes you want to do better. So this record was really, really, really a labor of love, and everything about it I loved, from start to finish, to the cover, to everything. And then we have this crazy box set that comes out in 2 months.
What's going to be on there?
Oh, that's the greatest thing, because I put together this awesome box that has a bunch of 45s, and they're all different colored vinyl, and each one, what is there, 9 of them, I think, or something. Anyway, it's from the first song. There's some B-sides on there, like bonus tracks. There's some demos. There's some really cool stuff on there. And I think when people hear the 2 bonus tracks that we did a song by a band called Kansas. We did a song by the White Stripes. It's very here and there. So I think it's great.
I've always felt you and Metallica are the kings of the covers. I mean, your recent covers EP was outstanding, where you had Rush and all kinds of stuff. This is
like
an extension.
An extension,
yeah.
And I would love to do another Anthems record too, just because we love playing goofy shit like that, and you really discover things about yourself when you. Okay, so these songs, we loved them when we were younger, and really goes to show how you can your influences, like even nowadays I listen back to, like, when we were doing that Rush song and I was like learning it like note for note, I was like, wow, there's so much of my playing now in that.
Yeah.
And it's a great reflection.
Yeah. Well, you technically weren't at that Austin show. John Deddy filled in for you back in October, I believe it was. But you kind of feel detached from the band when you take some time off, and then when you come back, is it just like one big reunion?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we're like athletes, and like athletes, they suffer from certain things. I suffer from carpal tunnel problems, but I try and do as much as I could when I can. So we still want to keep the band. We don't want to disappoint people. So that's why we do it that way.
Well, we're going to wrap this up. It's a big day, a big occasion. This is only day 1 of an excursion that's going on for the next 5 days, the 70,000 tons of metal cruise. 7th annual Anthrax on board for the first time. We are on our way to Labadee, Haiti. They're going to play 2 sets. It's outstanding. Just want to let you know I went to the pre-parties in South Beach the last 2 days. And the first night, or last night, they DJ had some moshing songs for everybody, and we jammed to Antisocial and Skeletons in the Closet. Skeletons in the Closet was kick-ass.
Awesome.
So thank you, Charlie. Outstanding. Have a great voyage.
See you on Gilligan's Island.
Yes, sir. For Charlie Benante, this is Jay Nanda, San Antonio Metal Music Examiner with Access.com, reminding you, don't hang them out to dry. Hold them up high.